Hi there, my name is James May. I am the Faculty Fellow for Innovation and Technology at Valencia College in Orlando, Florida, and this is my Prezume. I wanted to do a voiceover so I could walk you through the Prezume. Of course, once you're done watching this video, you can go through at your own pace. I have won some recent awards that I guess I should share, and I'll let you read that. I don't want to take too much of your time. If you'd like to know a little bit more about me, this video gives some good insight, and of course, I've also included my CV for those of you who are interested. But with the Prezi Educator Society, one of the questions that was asked is why me? Well, I'd like to be part of this, and I think I bring some tools and assets. I do have an understanding of students today. I know that students today are different from every generation before them in the way that they communicate. They are active social communicators. They are also don't remember a world prior to the DVR, digital video recorder, and they grew up in a world with over 120 channels. I grew up in a world way before that, but they are also in a world where there's over 100 hours of YouTube footage uploaded to the internet every minute of every day. And so it's a video on demand world, it's a just in time training world, and they can communicate in ways that no generation before them has ever communicated. In fact, they write more than any generation, and of course, that's something that teachers say, well, they don't write. Well, they do. They actually write more. They just communicate differentially, and which is kind of interesting because we tend to teach them the same way that we've been teaching since the 1400s. And this model doesn't really work with students today. It's one of the reasons why I like Prezi. This is a picture of a student who's actually so engrossed in texting in class that she doesn't have time to finish her crossword puzzles. Students are just, they just don't get the system. They've grown up in a different world and they need change, and that's where Prezi comes in. Another way that I like to engage students is by using TED. We've actually had two TED events on at Valencia. TED Live over the summer, which was a simulcast from TED Global, and we just finished TED Women. We got a license to do another one. Students love to be involved in the learning and the engagement, but it's different. It's not the same as a lecture-fronted kind of class. When it comes to faculty development, we are using a new model here called Circles of Innovation, where we basically have created a web space where teachers can share and link and archive great teaching strategies. But each month we meet with teachers and we use Prezi, of course, to guide this. But we meet and talk about a variety of different topics, including learning in the cloud. This is some from our fall sessions. Humor in the classroom, TED in the classroom, and partnering with the library. These are all sessions that are archived and can be found at circlesofinnovation.org. Prezi's great because you can embed things from Swift files to Twitter embeds. I actually like to teach technology to students, and so what I'll embed are, say, pictures or give them quotes and have them use their smart devices to identify things. You can also embed, or I do, QR codes, and I use QR codes to give not only handouts during presentations or quizzes during presentations, but I create live active back channels through my QR codes that students can, of course, take surveys. And if you used that back channel on that last slide, you would get to this survey, and that survey automatically fills into this Google form on my drive, so I get information in live time to see what students are doing. If you'd like to take a look at that, you can go ahead and look there. As part of this resume, I've also been asked to show something innovative that I've done in the classroom. This past semester, this past fall, we started a new course at Valencia called Digital Learning Strategies. And what it is it's a course designed, it's a student success course, but it's designed to teach students how to learn with these new learning technologies that exist. And of course, one of the weeks was presenting, or Prezi-enting. But what it was is students were using that as part of their capstone. In fact, we authored kind of a magazine based on digital learning strategies, and each student was responsible for writing a kind of a post, if you will, where they told us about the app they were using, but then they had to make a Prezi showing people how to use it and what the benefits of it were, and then they had to screencast that Prezi, put it up on YouTube, and share it so that it could become part of the iBook that we made for the class. And so when it comes to the classroom of tomorrow, of course, I think Prezi is going to be part of that. Prezi is going to be part of that on-demand, interactive, highly engaging environment. But of course, with the advent of wearable technologies, with these wearable technologies, I think students are going to be interfacing. So I'm hoping to see an app come out to link Prezi to glass or other wearable technologies, because students need to be able to interact with their world. If they're studying the universe or the stars or whatever they're studying, they need to be able to move around. More than that, I think that a future with Prezi needs to be geotagged, and so you could actually have Prezis of local areas that are geotagged, and then you could crowdsource it and have people all over developing it. So say, for example, if we were looking at Valencia College, we could crowdsource this development. Okay, imagine a geotagged crowdsourced world where I can put on Google Glass and say, okay, Glass, Prezi my world. And now I have a Prezi interface that recognizes my hand motions and interacts in live time. Now, when it comes to partnering with other educators, I am wide open with this. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to work with other educators who are interested in using technologies in the classroom. The circlesofinnovation.org website, of course, is there for that. If you have great ideas or great prezis or great things you're doing in the classroom, we'd love to have you share with us. But we'd like to share too, and so you're welcome to join us there. Just go to circlesofinnovation.org and click on share, or contact me, and I always like to share ideas, and so that's me. Thank you for your consideration, and if you'd like to continue to click through this Prezi, you can go at your own pace. All right, enjoy.